Hello there. I hope you are keeping safe and well wherever you are. You are listening to Sunday Message with me, Father Musolo Chola CM, a Vincentian priest working in our seminaries. Today is the third Sunday of Advent, also called Gaudete Sunday, Gaudete Domenica, or a Rejoice Sunday. Today, the message is that of joy, joy, joy. The first reading from Prophet Isaiah, chapter 61. The prophet brings the message of joy to a people depressed, a people in bondage, a people who are down. He announces to them the message of salvation that brings joy to them. He says, and I quote, I rejoice heartily in the Lord. In my God is the joy of my soul. He's announcing this message to people who are depressed, who are in bondage, who have lost hope, but he gives them joy because the Lord comes. Second reading, St. Paul writing to Thessalonians, his first letter, he says to them and exhorts them that we must always rejoice. It's a Christian duty to be joyous. Joy is a Christian duty. It enables us to treat others with kindness, and it makes us as Christians to have fervor, to be on fire with God and His people. Joy does. The gospel today from the Gospel of John, according to St. John, chapter 1, verse 1 to 8, then 19 to 29. It's a message in which John says that when we have faith in Jesus, it paves way for an unimaginable joy. And then we get our lessons from this gospel. Three ways in which, three steps that can help us find lasting joy. Three ways in which we can be joyous Christians. Before we go to the message of this Sunday, the three messages of this Sunday, the three lessons of this Sunday, I want to invite you again, my brothers and sisters, to subscribe to this channel, to like and share with your friends. The first message, conscience. The first step to joy is to obey one's conscience. That moral law God has written on our hearts, that law of God that God has written on our own hearts. Once we obey it, once we are faithful to it, it means we are obeying God Himself, provided the conscience is formed and informed. A formed and informed conscience, once we obey it, it brings incredible joy and brings peace and tranquility to us. A troubled conscience, with all its deception and deception of others, always destroys peace. So, a peaceful conscience is the first and fundamental step to joy. May your conscience be informed and formed, and may you obey it, and may you obey the law of God. So, that's the first step to being joyous. The second one, your place. God has a specific plan for each one of us. We're not created randomly or accidentally. No, no, no. We've been created for a purpose, each one of us. So when we discover our place in God's order, that's where joy is. Joy involves recognizing those who are greater and ultimately the greatest. John the Baptist, even in the midst of his fame, recognized the one who is the mightiest, the one who is greater. And he said, one mightier than I is standing there. It brings great joy when we recognize that we are not gods, that we cannot just destroy life, that we cannot just destroy other people. We cannot destroy that which we have not created, for example. Once we recognize the presence and the supremacy of God, then we'll be joyous. That involves, my brothers and sisters, humility. Humility leads to profound joy. Humility means knowing and accepting one's place, and that brings peace with it. Be humble enough to know who you are, a creature, not a creator. But also be humble enough to know who the creator is, God Himself. And then once you know Him, love Him, serve Him, so that at the end of your life, you will be with Him eternally. That brings incredible, eternal joy. The last thing that we can learn today that brings us incredible joy, patience. John the Baptist teaches us this great virtue of patience. His entire ministry was that of patient waiting. He waited for the Messiah. He knew that he couldn't construct a paradise here on earth. Lasting happiness can only come from God Himself. So, John the Baptist teaches us that joy comes from patiently waiting on the Lord. He patiently waited for the Messiah to reveal Himself. May this Sunday bring us a formed and informed conscience. May it bring us joy that we long for. May we learn today to accept our God given place, our God given order, our God given purpose in life. May we patiently and joyfully do His will. This has been Message of Sunday with me, Father Msolo Chola, CM, Evangelist Priest, working in our seminaries. Happy Sunday.